Hello, and welcome to Quiz Coconut's Quickfire Quiz Pod with me, James Cutler. In 2014, I launched Quiz Coconut, and we've since hosted over 2,000 pub quiz nights. Each episode, I pick 10 of our best questions so you can improve your general knowledge, boost your brain power, and learn some useful and useless facts. Answers will be revealed at the end of the episode, and there's one rule: don't use Google.
Use your coconut!
Hello everyone and welcome to another QuizPod episode. 10 questions, 15 points available. Before we start, just like to say a special mention to Paul Weeks, who got in touch to say that he's listened to every episode. I think, Paul, outside of my parents, you're the only person so far that we know of who's done that. So thanks for getting in touch, Paul. Here's another one for you. Question 1. True or false? James Bond's middle name is Duncan. Number 2. I will give you leeway of 2 either way here. How many zones are there on an archery target? Number 3. Which of the Great Lakes is bordered on one side by Michigan and on the other side by Ontario? Now, number 4 is another statistic from Casino.org. We mentioned them last week. They're doing some great research at the moment, and this one is into tattoos. So a 2-point question for you. The first point is, statistically, what type of tattoo do people most regret getting? And for a second point, which type of tattoo do people least regret getting? Now, number 5, this question is pure gold because it's a question about chemical elements. I will give you the names of 2 chemical elements, work out their symbols, rearrange them to form a country name. We have barium and copper. Barium and copper. Number 6. Which American president chose politics over an NFL career with the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers? Basically, he could have played for either of those teams, but he didn't, and pursued politics instead. Number 7, 2 points here. Pizza, everyone's favourite. In which city was the world's first pizzeria opened in 1830? Now, I'm going to give it a 2-point question because I'll give you 1 point if you get the country right, but if you can name the city, I'll give you an extra point. Number 8. In which year were these 3 Disney movies released? Hercules, George of the Jungle, and Flubber. Hercules, George of the Jungle, and Flubber. Which year did those 3 come out? Number 9. Which animal lives in a drey? D-R-E-Y. And finally, number 10 is a who am I question, where I will give you some clues. I'm going to give you 3 sets of clues to the same person. The first clue is pretty vague, the second clue is a bit more specific, and the third clue will really point you in the right direction. Have a guess at each point and give yourself points based on when you guessed it correctly. So, the first set of clues. I was born in 1955 to a nurse and a clergyman. I dropped out of school and made money as a late-night phone sex operator. Okay, so guess the person here for 3 points. Here's the next set of clues. I wanted to become an actress, and my mother told me I would do better with a Jewish-sounding last name, so I made one up. I also named myself after a type of cushion. Okay, have a guess now for 2 points. And if you haven't got it, here's the last set of clues. I've been married 3 times. I won Best Supporting Actress in 1991, where I played a psychic. And I've also played a character that goes undercover as a nun. Guess now for 1 point. Pause the pod if you need any more time with any of that, or leave it playing for today's bad joke.
This is today's bad joke.
Self-isolation chambers are boring. Is it just me?
That was today's bad joke.
Here we go with the answers, folks. 15 points available. Let's see how you do. Number 1, true or false, James Bond's middle name is Duncan. That's false, unfortunately. He doesn't actually have a middle name, but if he did, I'm sure it would be Duncan. Number 2, how many zones on an archery target? There are 10. So 2 either way. Anything between 8 and 12 for the point. Number 3, which lake is bordered by Michigan and Ontario? It's Lake Huron. Number 4, the tattoo question. 31% of people regret having someone's name tattooed on their body. Makes sense. And the one that they least regret is a religious symbol. Number 5, barium and copper. Barium is Ba, copper is Cu. You put that together, Cuba, and you get Cuba. Number 7, the American president who turned down a career in the NFL is Gerald Ford. Number 8, the world's first pizzeria opened in Italy, unsurprisingly, specifically in Naples in 1830. So if you said Italy, 1 point, Naples for 2 points. Number 8, those 3 Disney films came out in 1997. Number 9, a squirrel lives in a dray. A squirrel is the most common answer, but also a ring-tailed possum lives in a dray. So if you got that, well done. And finally, number 10, those clues were all about the actress Whoopi Goldberg. So Whoopi, folks, you've made it to the end of the quiz. I hope you've had a great time. Hope you learned some useful knowledge. We will be back next week and we will see you there. Bye! If you enjoyed today's quiz, why not book us for your next event? We host corporate events in the UK and Canada and virtual events all over the world. And don't forget to subscribe to the Quiz Pod so you never miss an episode. We'll see you next week. Quiz Coconut, nuts about trivia.